Tell me about the products you've got on offer this year.
Yeah, well this year I think we're focusing on the one platform and how the one platform is driving mobile. Mobile has become such an important part of postal. It's become an important part for particularly parcel shops and package shops. As the parcel becomes more important to the post office, then so does the mobile. But it's not just about that, it's also about selling services, collecting money and financial services. And our focus this year is how the mobile can push retail out into more points of service than the existing bricks and mortar that the post offices normally have.
How have you seen that change over the last 12, 18 months?
We've seen the change, the emphasis definitely on everybody wanting service when they want it, where they want it. They're no longer willing to go to a particular post office. So they want to be able to go into their corner shop, a kiosk on the street. They want to be able to go somewhere convenient to deal with their products. Everybody now, because of the internet, is doing more and more parcels, more and more sending parcels, returning items that they bought. So the focus has changed. So the post office needs to deal with this issue, and so that not to be competitive in this market.
How important is that for the postal services to have that right software in place to keep the end user happy?
Well, what we really focus on is an integrated platform. So it means that if I define something like a price of a parcel once, I can push it to my counter and I can push it to the mobile. I can even allow people to bring your own device. They can have their own iOS, and we can push an app down there where the post can send the services. And then the big beauty is that all of the transactions are consolidated into one place. So it allows the post office to have many channels, multi-channels, omni-channels, but one single integration. So they're not having to pay for an integration every time they want a new channel. So the post office, our software allows the post office to decide where they want to do business and when, and they have not to worry about how they get the details out there or how they collect them and bring them back. So it saves a huge amount of time and gives a single view of the post office.
Where do you see the next 12 months going for both the industry and also yourselves?
I actually think it's the most exciting time in the industry. I think that the whole parcel and services is very changing the industry. Competitiveness is now really part of their everyday life. I think in terms of the financial services that they offer, I think the move of government to move more and more payments and things away from government into the post office is actually becoming more popular. So I think that's going to change. And ultimately, I think the last thing is post offices have been trying to do digital mail for a long time. And they've done several projects, but digital mail has now taken a change where it actually has more meaningful for customers. And federated identity, I think, is going to become absolutely key in the world today for transactions. And the post office is the natural place for federated identity to be part of.
And finally, how important is it for your company to be here at Post Expo? How are you finding it?
Post Expo is amazing. I mean, I think it's great. Not only do you get the partners and people that you meet in everyday working life, but the post offices that come here, and you always get the CEOs, directors of the post office. I think that's what's really important. So you can have those meaningful conversations and understand their strategy into the future. And for any vendor, understanding their customer strategy is absolutely key. So, I think Post Expo it's a great event every year. And with the conferences and the show, it just works really well together.